Grace, and I'm back with another video, and today we're going to be talking about persisting through no movement. How long is too long to where basically you should switch what you're doing? How long is it till you get to the point where it's like, okay, this is beyond a persisting issue. This is a me not doing the right thing or not doing the thing correctly type of issue, okay? So that's what we're going to be talking about. So yeah, this was a question asked on my Discord. I just launched a Discord a few days ago, you guys. So if you would like to join, then definitely do that. The link should be in the description as well. Hi, Seeded Fruit. Hi, Yara. And it's already like jumping in there, you guys. Everybody. Hey, Lyric. Hi, Deborah. Hi, Brown Bunny. Everybody in there is super supportive and amazing and kind and loving. So it's a great community for you guys to join if you guys want to talk with like-minded people. Hey, Arnika. Hi, Papaya. Hi, Glee. Hi, Maya. Hey, Pandora. So that's that. I am still currently doing my Light of Love group coaching. We are now enrolling for September. So if you're interested, then send me an email. On August 15th, early bird pricing will be over. So right now, early bird pricing is available. So if you're interested, then email me about it, okay? Let's see. Other than that, business course will be dropping soon as well. I'll announce it very, very shortly. And is there anything else that I'm missing? Obviously like the video, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Sign up for one-on-one coaching with me, follow my TikTok, all that good stuff. So clearly you see the fresh face. We're doing a get ready with me. Even my edges are not done. So we're going to do those first to let them cook. I only have about 30 minutes, you guys. Hi, everybody. I can't say hey to everybody because I only have 30 minutes, you guys, and I want to get the topic covered, but just know hello to everybody and I love you guys so much. Okay. So I'm doing my edges with this even. This is, somebody asked me, I think it was, I don't remember, one of my girls asked me, but this is the edge control that I use. So yeah, all right, let's talk about persisting. And the first question, let me look. I had to write it down, you guys, because my memory, I'm working on it. Okay, so when there's no movement, right? Okay, what do you do when there's no movement? Okay, you persist, right? So this is the thing about movement, because when you're concerned about movement, you are making your decision based off of 3D, okay? You are making your decision as to what is happening or not happening based off of what's in front of you. Now, knowing that 3D is a reflection of your past thoughts, beliefs, assumptions, right? If you're using that to make your decision as to what's going to happen, you're going to continue to recreate the past, okay? So this is the thing about 3D, you guys. This is the thing about no movement. No movement is the same thing as you not really checking 3D. When you guys are, hey, Jacarius, it's been so long. When you guys are checking the 3D, you're basically taking yourself out of the state to check and see if you believe what you're saying, right? Like, is it really going on or is it not, right? Like, but you shouldn't be looking towards the 3D for that. You should be looking towards yourself, which kind of brings me to the question that he asked of, well, how long is too long, right? And it's so funny, you guys, because I asked everybody like, hey, what do you guys want me to talk about today? And this is what, someone in the Discord was like, this topic, movement in the 3D, how long is too long, right? And I just thought that was like such a great question. So I was also about to read, hi, Dean. I hope I'm saying your name right, beautiful. Hey, Anais. So yeah. He asked that question. I was about to read some Neville, like right as he asked me that, right? So I go to read Neville, and the chapter that I'm on is literally answering his question. And I'm going to read it to you guys in a second. I'm going to read a short passage because I want to stay with the video. But yeah, it's literally answering his question. But in a nutshell, what Neville was saying, or what, it wasn't even Neville, it was one of his followers that discovered they were interpreting a Bible verse. But the answer is to persist persist until it's done, right? Persist until it hardens into fact, until it takes on the tones of reality, right? So how long do you persist until you know it to be real? Now, here's the flaw in even that question. How do I know, like, there's no movement? How do I know I'm doing it wrong, right? The first thing that popped up for me with that is that you are not accepting it as a fact, right? You're not, oh, Micah is you. That's right, Aiden. JK, not he, she. Aiden, I'm sorry. You said that earlier and I forgot. But yes. Yes, so if you are assuming, remember that we are practicing the law of assumption. We are not practicing the law of when it gets to me, I'll have it. We are practicing the law of assumption, which is assuming that you have it now, right? Okay? You're assuming that you have it now. So if you're assuming that you have it now, like let's go to Neville's most popular phrase about the law of assumption, which is that an assumption, though false, if persisted in, will harden into fact, right? So we know that at the time, I'm going to tie it with this, you guys, because this heat is going to have these good, like right back to where they were, and they're going to cook while I do the rest of my makeup. But yeah, if you are waiting and using 3D as your determination as to what's happening or what's not happening or whatever, you are not assuming that it's done. Like that question implies that question comes from a place of, have I done enough to create this thing? Is this thing actually created? Is creation actually finished, right? That's where that question is coming from. If it's already done, and it is, right? Then what does it matter? Realize that when you're looking for movement in the 3D, you're looking for it. Okay, this is trippy to kind of explain, but I'm gonna do my best, and I'm gonna intend that I do it perfectly. But when you're looking for proof in the 3D, at that moment that you are checking, you are the version of yourself who doesn't have it, right? You are the version of yourself that doesn't believe that it's done now. The version of you who knows that it's done now is not checking for anything. They're knowing it, right? They're knowing it. They're experiencing it. They're loving it. They're enjoying it. They're not checking. So the very thing that wants to make you check for it is the version of you who is not having it, right? Thank you, heaven. Is the version of you who does not have it. So it's almost like how I talk about being in like states being like being in a room, right? Like a furnished room. So if you're in a room that's a sports room, it's gonna have trophies. It's gonna have soccer balls. It's gonna have sports things. So if you want to move from the sports room to the princess room, and you're looking around and saying, well, I don't see any princess things. I don't see any princess dresses. I don't see any, makeup tables. I don't see any pink anywhere. This is not the room. Am I there yet? No, because you're conscious of being in the sports room and simultaneously conscious of being the one that wishes to be in the pink room, wants to be, not sure if they're there yet, questioning, doubting, wondering, instead of the version that is in the pink room, right? When you're in the pink room, you won't ask, you will see it. It'll be plain to you, right? So when it comes to persisting, this is the other thing that I want to say. And I know I say I'm the revision queen. I don't even want to say I'm a persistence queen because I would like for all of us to get to the point to where we don't have to persist so much. But what that comes from is how long does it take, right, for a desire to harden into fact? It takes the amount of time that it takes you to accept it as a fact, to accept it and and feel that it's natural. This is a fact. It's no longer a question. It's no longer a manifestation. It's a fact. Not saying it's a fact, hoping deep down that you saying it's a fact will create it to be a fact, right? But knowing that it is a fact. When you're in that state of knowing that it is a fact, you're not questioning, you're not wondering if it, when it, how it, whatever, you're knowing it. So that's a very, like, it's a very small, subtle, nuanced difference of knowing it's a fact and also persisting, right? So here's the thing, because obviously some of us are going years, right? And saying, I've got no movement, I've got no manifestation. And if you're going years, 9 times out of 10, something is wrong, right? But how do you gauge that? You gauge that by how you're feeling, right? Are you feeling like the version? That is where your gauge should be, you guys, okay? Your inner shift is evidence of your outer shift. Your inner shift is evidence of what is to come. So what you want to be checking is the movement within. If you have been doing a technique for, let's say, about a week, and you feel absolutely the same, you feel the absolute same amount of resistance, the same state, you don't feel any, not even that you've accepted it, but if you're feeling no movement within, that's when you know that what you're doing is probably not the best, that you should probably try something else. If you've been doing it for a week and it still feels the same amount of resistance to how you felt when you began, it's probably a good idea for you to try something else, right? Now, maybe even a month. It depends on how, because this is the thing, you guys, too, is that you can't really put a time on manifestation. And I won't say that. It's not that you can't put a time on it, but we don't know the way, okay? We don't know the way. We don't know how it's going to unfold. So the more that you're concerned about that, the more that you are concerned about coming out of the state to question and to wonder and to see, the more that you're coming from out of the state of, I have it now and it's done, right? I have it now. I no longer need to seek it because I know that it's a fact. It's almost like how we know that the moon will be out soon, right? Even though we're looking out at the sun, we know, we can bet our life savings that the moon is going to be out soon. That is the feeling that you want to have. That's the feeling that I basically have while I'm persisting in something and I'm not seeing anything. This is the other thing, you guys. A lot of times movement is going on behind the scenes, okay? It's going on in a place that you're not going to be able to see. So if what you're seeing is your, you're so sweet. Thank you, Anthony. If what you're seeing is basically your determination, right, of what's going on, then that's not really persisting in your imagination. That's not really, you're never going to persist in your imagination, you guys. Like, I don't know, like when I'm manifesting, you guys, I'm not concerned about, well, I'll say this, I've gotten to the point, right, where I'm not really concerned about what am I seeing. I'm concerned about how sure am I inside that it's done. That's what I'm trying to say. When you focus more about how you're feeling inside, which is the first shift, right? The first evidence of your shift is going to be how you feel inside. That's going to be different. You will find yourself in the same circumstance and you will react differently, or you won't react at all because you know yourself to be the one that you have claimed yourself to be. That is when you have finally made the assumption, okay? So realize, you guys, a lot of us, even me at times, oh, this isn't the right one. It's fine. Even me at times, right? We are not actually assuming, right? We are wanting, we are wishing, we're hoping, we're wondering, we're trying, right? Oh, I'm going to do my affirmations because it's not here yet. And doing this, I'm on 999 now. So I'm almost at 1,000 because it's not done and I need to make it be done, right? Oh, I forgot one of my things. You're not actually assuming, right? Let's go back to the basic sentence. Anytime you have a question, you guys, like this is the whole thing. Are you assuming it? Did you assume that you have it? If you assumed it, are you persisting? That's it, right? That's the two things. An assumption, though false, we know it's false. So you hyping on and harping on the fact that it's false is not doing anything for you, right? We know it's false. But we also, because we are master manifestors, we know we know that we have to persist in it, right? We know that if we persist in it, it will harden into fact, okay? I feel like today is the best day of my life. LMAO, like deadass, I started saying it 3 days ago. It only brought me enlightenment for real. I love that. It's funny because I started saying that to you guys. I'm doing a 7-day challenge currently on what something wonderful is happening to me right now. And naturally, as I was saying it, I started to think today is the best day of my life. You guys, like when you say that, like every day being the best day of your life, I'm not even gonna get into it, but I love that too. So yes, are we actually assuming it? Are we actually persisting? Hold on a second, you guys. Okay. So when you're assuming, you guys, you're not asking yourself, when is it done? The time is now. When is it done? Ask yourself that, right? Now, again, how do you know if it's taking too long? If you're still feeling different, if you've been doing a technique consistently, right? If you're not doing your technique consistently, that's your problem. Okay? An assumption, though false, if, heavy on the if, you persist in it, will harden into fact. Now, here's the thing, you guys. Here's why, even when you're not getting results, you still want to persist or, try something else. But this is the thing, you guys. A lot of times for me, sometimes you persisting and getting no movement is gonna lead you to what you want. So many times, you guys, I have been so fucking frustrated that I'm not getting movement. It doesn't look like it's working. I'm so upset and I'm so angry. So the wrong state leads me to the right state. Either I just surrender, or I search, right? I seek. This is not right, right? That's probably how majority of you guys landed here, right? You were doing all this other stuff that you have been taught and it wasn't working. But I think that we can all agree that you landing here was the best thing that could have happened, right? So sometimes what you feel like is no movement is movement. It's bringing you and leading you to the movement. It's leading you to the thing. So many times, you guys, me spiraling and being upset and being pissed off is what led me to the thing that clicked for me. Because this is the thing, you guys, manifestation is instant. So when it clicks for you, when you assume it, when you stop waiting, when you decide that it's now, not when implies it's not now. And we know better than that. Okay? So persist no matter what, you guys. Even if you're persisting in the wrong thing, it will lead you to the right thing. Assume that everything is working out for you. Assume that you're persisting in the right thing. Right? Nothing you do is wrong. Anytime I feel like I do something wrong, you guys, I correct myself because I'm perfect. Right? Oh, I did something wrong. I shouldn't have did that. I shouldn't have said that. Nope. It's going to work out for me anyway. Because you have the final say. Okay? So yeah, that's really it. I don't know if you guys have a question or something. Oops. There's always movement. And you know what? Something else you guys can do is affirm that there is movement. Because, and I would even say, okay, affirm that there's movement, but fuck movement, y'all. Fuck movement. You don't even really want movement. You want what you want. Assume that you have it. Like, y'all don't realize the things that you sit there and ponder about. Ponder. I pondered for years. Didn't get shit from pondering except all this knowledge that I'm giving to you guys. Right? Don't ponder, assume. Don't wonder, assume. Don't question, assume. Because your acceptance of the end wills the means. Okay? Your acceptance that it's done now creates the way. Y'all, Summer put me onto this primer. But it's all in French. Oh, wait. What the fudge? Okay, well, I'm just going to do what I think I should do. The movement is you moving through your everyday life with the assumption, period. Oh, it's white. Oh my God. Okay. Oh, you know what? I had some mascara like this before. But it came in one mascara, like with one end was like this. Oh shit. Look at that, y'all. I'm like obsessed with making my lashes look really long because I don't like fake lashes. I like fake lashes, they just don't look good on me. They look crazy on me. Yeah, wow. Anyhow, but yeah, do you guys have any questions? I got like 7 minutes, y'all. And I can answer some of y'all's questions. But yeah, just persist, you guys. I mean, at the end of the day, here's the thing, y'all. Either you're persisting in the old story or you're persisting in the new story. Either you're persisting in getting what you want, or you're just adding more obstacles on your path by persisting in what you don't want. And that's completely up to you, boo-boo. Completely. Okay? So yeah. Follow my Discord, you guys. The link is in the description. There's lots of loving, amazing people in there. One of my beautiful subscribers, Heideen, she drew a picture of me. It's on my page, on my community. You guys go look at it. It's so cute and pretty. I literally cried. Like, it was like one of the first things I saw when I woke up. And I literally was like, damn, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the mascara too, like, sheesh. But, yeah, I literally cried though. Wow. Look at that, you guys. I didn't even do too much either. Okay, let's see. Oh, I love you too, Ageless Beauty. Let's see. I'm manifesting a lottery win. I consistently win a little wins. Is that a sign of a bigger one in the works? Absolutely, Anthony. So that's something that we call birds before land, right? So that can be like a physical manifestation that shows you that you're getting closer. But here's the thing, what that tells me immediately is that there's something, it's not about manifesting the lottery. It's about, and not saying that it can't come through the lottery, but it's not about you focusing more on the lottery. I would say focus simultaneously on how much money you feel comfortable with, right? Because if you're winning, then obviously you don't have a problem winning. But if you have a fear around having lots of money, or you have, beliefs that kind of block that money from coming, then you're not going to win you're not going to win the amount that's going to that's going to like knock your socks off. You feel me? So it's probably something around like feeling worthy and deserving of having that big amount of money, or whatever amount of money that it is that you want. Like really working on your, becoming and seeing yourself as the version of you that carries and holds a lot of money, that uses money wisely, judiciously, as what's his name? Joseph Murphy says. Okay? But continue, because you're very, obviously, if you're winning like that, it's not really a difference between you winning the small amount or the big amount, right? It's no difference to the universe. The difference is in you. So catch up with your vision, catch up identity wise with your vision. Oh, I have to hurry up, you guys, because I'm meeting my sister and she's gonna be like, oh my God, you're taking so long. Anyways, let me see what y'all talking about. Let's see. The primer for the lashes, right? It's this Lancome. It's expensive, but it's worth it. Because I was like, well, I would want to get my lashes done, right? Which is a heck of a lot of money. It's not even that it's a lot of money. It's just, you have to keep up with it and get it done so often to keep it looking good. And I don't want to do that shit. So I was like, this is, less than that, it'll last me longer. Anyways, now I'm gonna have to buy that lash primer, I fear. Heidi, I love you, bruh. I can't. I notice when I manifest for others, it happens quickly, but it takes longer for me. Is it because of core beliefs? Yes. So this is the thing. It takes longer to manifest for yourself than others because you have not that much resistance to others, right? Even if it's something, let's take it's like your cousin or some shit. And you know, they're sick and you want to help manifest them well. But you know, like you're not, it's not the same when it's not you. You don't have a story around why their body can't heal, right? Or, oh, they've been sick every September for their whole life. So, you know, this is just how it is for them. You don't have, and even with the story that you have attached to them, it's not coming against your safety, because this is the big thing, you guys. Like when it comes to us manifesting, it's the safety. It's us feeling like it's not safe for me to receive this thing. It's not safe for me to assume this thing. So once you feel like when it comes to other people, it doesn't affect you as deeply. So it's easier, but it's a great way to practice, right? I love manifesting for others. And it's a good thing to do anyway, but like when you manifest for others, because you can manifest impossible seeming things for others easily, and you're seeing the connection between your mind and your reality, okay? So what was I gonna say? I'm gonna read a little bit out of Neville really quick, and I really need to go. But what else? I wanted to say something else. I don't remember. But yeah, if you guys want to join my Light of Love group coaching for a specific person manifestation, email me. It's starting in September. Early bird pricing will be over like on the 15th. If you want to work one-on-one, you can. Links in the description. Like the video, comment, share if it helped you. I'm intending that it prospers you beyond belief. And oh, that's what I wanted to tell you guys. So my sister said spray a whole bunch, and then when you think you have enough, spray again. So, okay. I wanted to tell you guys a quick story. So in the Discord, Heideen was telling about how she manifested her cat's health, right? And then the story that I'm about to read for y'all about Neville, he's talking about a lady who manifests her cat's health. It's so similar almost to Heideen's story. And then literally right after I tell Heideen, like, oh my God, girl, I just read this in the story, my SP calls me and tells me that a girl at his job has a kitten she's like staying with her aunt or something, and she needs me to take care of the kitten. So I'm like, what? All right, so let me read this to you guys really quick. I am in Neville's Complete Reader. There is a link, you guys, to my Amazon store where you guys can buy this book and other books. But I'm gonna read just very quickly because I do have to go. Let's see here. Okay. Now the question asked of him was, how long shall it be to the end of these wonders? And his answer was a time, times, and a time, times, and a half. Remembering my vision of the old lady rocking back and forth, and your voice telling me to do it over and over again until it takes on the tones of reality. And remembering that this vision and your instruction came to me in response to my assumption that I knew the answer. Let me pause really quick and like say what she's talking about. So basically this is the scripture. And one said to the man clothed in linen, which upon the waters of the river, how long shall it be to the end of these wonders? And I heard the man clothed in linen, which was upon the waters of the river, when he held up his right hand and his left hand unto heaven, and swear by him and liveth forever, that it shall be for a time, times, and a half. So someone asked Neville, what does that mean? Neville was like, I don't know. Like, even that's inconspicuous to Neville. A girl or a woman in the crowd heard Neville saying that he didn't know and assumed that she knew the answer, okay? Like, this is why I say read Neville, because Neville and his students were applying the law perfectly, okay? So she assumed, even though she didn't know, Neville didn't know, she wasn't intimidated that her teacher didn't know. She assumed that she knew the answer, went to sleep in the assumption, and had a dream of a woman rocking back and forth on the rocking chair. And it brought with her, to her, the clarity of what the question was. So she says, if I felt that the garments with which biblical characters are clothed correspond to their level of consciousness as you teach, then the linen must represent a very high level of consciousness indeed. For the man clothed in linen was standing upon the waters of the river. And if as you teach, water symbolizes a high level of psychological truth, then the individual who could walk upon it must truly represent an exalted state of consciousness. I therefore felt that he had to say must be indeed very significant. So I intuitively felt that the question asked, the man clothed in linen, meant how long shall it be until the wonderful dreams that I am dreaming become a reality? And his answer is, do it over and over and over again until it takes on the tones of reality. A time means to perform the imaginary act, which implies the fulfillment of the wish. Times means to repeat the imaginary action over and over again. And a half means a moment of falling asleep while performing the imaginary act. For such a moment usually arrives before the predetermined action is completed, and therefore can be said to be a half or part of a time. Okay? So the answer is, how long do I persist? You persist until it's done. Okay? You persist until it's done. Okay? So I'm intending that this prospers you all immensely. I love you all so much. And I'm intending that, this prospers you, that this makes sense, that you guys get everything that you want. And I'm intending for all of us to not even become masters in persistence, but masters in assuming and knowing that we have now. The time is now. Your desire is now. Your wish is fulfilled today, now, in this moment. I love you guys.